London, baby. Welcome back to another beautiful day. It's actually the weekend here, and I think this is the second last weekend that we've got. So I'm actually going to go quickly catch up with Rapti. We're going to see this week. Yeah. Got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.
Guess what?
What?
Last night we heard these noises.
Oh yeah. We're going to see this weekend. We're actually dedicating to a whole lot of family that we're actually going to see. So hopefully we get there on time. It is a little bit later because it is Rapti's cousin's wife's birthday. So Rapti wanted to get a quick workout in. So I'm going to go there. She's actually having to go to Wandsworth, where we originally were at, because there was none in the Putney area or that franchise. So we found a pretty good coffee shop not too far from us, which is actually pretty decent. And what's actually quite interesting is I don't know if I'm, because what I noticed is Melbourne has actually taken away so much from London, like a lot of the names, even like the style of the setup. Like if you look at like South Melbourne and stuff like that, even inner city, it's just a rip-off of London. And then I think as the wave of migration of different ethnicities then changed the style of living up. So I think that like the Greeks and Italians, they were like, you know, fuck that, I'm gonna go get some bigger land. And then you see that typical orange style buildings or type houses. So going back to what I was saying, those cafes, I think that because we're known for our coffee culture, so you're noticing that a lot of these cafes are very similar to Melbourne, Australia, and I think they're trying to build that culture up. And not to say they're actually doing pretty well with it. This is the famous shot where I did, actually on the other side, where I did the 3 chains, or capturing the 3 trains. So let me see and catch up with Rapti, and we'll come back. Bye. So just picked up the coffees. I actually get a oat chai latte because my lactose intolerant. So funny with this shop, like we would ask for a small, but the size that they would give for the chai latte was almost like a regular size, and I was like, oh, that's probably a little bit too much. But Rapti was saying that they need to do this type of size due to the milk and ratio of the chai, I believe. But it's not too bad. It's a little bit sweet. Not as good as Melbourne, I'd say. And who do we have here?
My coffee's like pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Everything? Like the beans, the roast?
I like this one, and there was like one other coffee that I had was really good, but a lot are not good. That's okay.
You know what though? It is actually, oh yeah, it is a little bit sweeter.
That's alright.
This one's a little bit sweeter.
Guess what?
What?
Last night we heard these noises.
Oh yeah.
And they were like late at night, and we were like, what is this? They sounded like rabid monkeys in the jungle. They were like, ah, I can't even.
Yeah, really? Like they were like, it was a sound that I've never heard before.
I've never heard that sound before. And they were like, it sounded like they were fighting each other.
Yeah.
It literally like, and our window's open. I was like, what if it's a bat and they're gonna fly through the window? Because it's kind of stuffy if you don't open the window, so you couldn't close it.
Yeah.
But guess what?
What?
I walked past our neighbor.
Yeah.
This like really nice old lady.
Yeah.
I just said good morning, and then I walked back to her.
Yeah.
I was like, do you mind if I ask you, did you hear any animals out last night?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, love, the foxes. And I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
And she was telling me it's like so common here, that they're like always in her backyard. They're always like laying out in the sun. She's like, they're not even dangerous. She's like, they're just playing. They're not doing anything. I was like, what the fuck?
So that actually sounded like full, like, I thought they were monkeys and they had escaped.
He was sleep deprived. There's no way there's monkeys in the fucking middle of London.
Well, the thing is, and the reason we're like, so it woke us up, and then our window's quite ajar, and I didn't want to go have a look because I'm like, you know, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. So yeah, that's crazy that they're foxes. There was something else that I wanted to say. but now it's slipped my mind. Anyway, we'll get to the overground, and if I think of it, we'll come back there. Walking the streets of Wandsworth, thought I'd show you around and what the houses are like. And so they all have these facades, so you can't actually change the facades. Whoop, almost tripped over and broke my neck. And so you can't actually change these facades. So if you want to do any changes, you actually have to go through the council. And so these structures here, you can either, even if it's you wanting to paint it, if you wanted to render it, they all have to get permission by the council. You can also try and do extensions, but even if you are trying to do extensions, again, that is also something that you need to get approval of. Obviously, some people may not go through the legal route and just do it themselves, but yeah, it's really, really strict. So like in Australia, where we can just build whatever, I think there are obviously some standards, but in some estates, but here, yeah, you are pretty much bound to this particular look. So yeah. So I'm just walking through a park in Wandsworth, and this is actually a cemetery, I think, and people are just walking through, so you can just see the tombstones all along here, more so further up down there, and then you got some back there as well. So it's just like, I'm not sure if it was made to be a cemetery and then turned into a park, but there isn't heaps of tombstones, as you can see, but just a few scattered ones, so which is real odd. But heaps of people are just hanging out here, chilling, so it doesn't have an eerie vibe to it, which is weird. But I don't know if it's just art or if it's actually real cemetery. Just got to a restaurant called Megan's Hello Weekend. We've been walking around a little bit now, fairly hungry, so I'm gonna grab the Nourish bowl, and I'm gonna grab the Easy Green Turkish restaurant.
Mix it though.
Oh man,
Mix it.
real good. Easy Green. Oh, this feels healthy, just going in my body. Some real health. Do you like it?
It's got cucumber, apple, spinach, mango, lime, ginger, mango in there.
That's really good. It goes down really good, and they don't put too much ice cubes. You know what I mean? Like, it's not filled. Oh man. Calling me the weight, but not bad. Bit cold. It's actually quite good, actually. Do you like it, Lovey? Yeah. Just got off at the station. Check out these coloured houses, or coloured frames, or whatever you call it. It's sick. We're just walking to the restaurant now. Looks so good, huh?
What?
This got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. Got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. Yeah, we did it! So I finally met Rapti's cousins, which was good. We went to a Lebanese place, which was absolutely amazing. It was really good. I think it all went very good and smooth, and got to meet the kids. So
yeah, it was just, we finally got to fit it in, and
yeah,
hopefully I'll get to see them again
soon enough.
soon.
And we've got another day of meeting
Had a really
my
good
family.
salad. Huh?
You got meeting my family.
Man, we're seeing everyone.
Yeah, man. It's been full on jam packed.
All right.
But we're going to
laters.
sign out and laters.